Sorry guys, my connection timed out. For some reason it just completely died. So I'm just loading up the game again and I am back. Sorry about that. My internet just died. So we're back into the game now. Let's take a quick look at the score, which is malfunctioning for me, but Morphling getting very, very aggro, and the Whiskers are going to be enough to fix that for you. And my scoreboard is bugged, of course, until the Dire get another kill. But it looks like they're currently sitting at 5. So 8 and 5 at the moment. Wisp TPing down to bottom, going on this Lich. Morphling missing the waveform, but the Tether Stun is going to be able to hit him, and that damage coming out from the Morphling is just too much for the Lich to handle. They are, of course, going to come back to middle. Maybe they look to go aggressive on this mid lane as well. Morphling doing some good auto attack damage, but you can see the headshot of Sniper, even a couple of hits, and that's going to be the death of AA. This Sniper already got a Shadow Amulet up, so it looks like he's going for the Shadow Blade. A bit of extra damage there. If he does pop out and just start hitting on Wisp or Ancient Apparition, it's going to be very quick kill.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
Managed to get a lot of headshot procs.
Have fun trying to bust down.
Finally pushing down a tower. It looks like all the towers are still standing for each team.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
Pretty terrible pushing heroes, I gotta say. That's one thing I didn't really mention, that neither team has any push really at all, apart from freak waves until they have a lot more farm. So
the Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
Lich kills Spectre. Solo kill they're coming out. Looks like the ultimate was used, so maybe Spectre just sitting a bit too low. They do spot out the Morphling. It looks like they're going to try and get aggressive on him, but he's just too fast. He comes out the backside. He does have that Yasha. I'm not sure if he'll turn that into a Manta straight away, or whether he's just kind of picking it up as a casual Manta. He waves forward and starts going on the Witch Doctor. He throws out the stun. Excellent stuns bouncing through. The Morphling's still going to go. Only 2 seconds until it cools down. Oh! Manages to take down the Witch Doctor. A decent ultimate there from him, but just too low health. The Axe does come in and he calls the Wisp in range of the tower. The ultimate is still on cooldown. It comes off cooldown now, but he's going to be able to cast it. So, double kill from the Morphling, bottling up in between tower shots. Sitting at 9, 1, and 2 right now.
Dire's mid tower is going really strong. Partial to that mid tower.
Meanwhile, the Anti-Mage does have his Battle Fury up, so, and almost treads as well.
Dire's
so a pretty good timing for him.
Business.
But really, I think if it comes to a turtling game,
just couldn't say
Radiant are going to win with that pretty carry-heavy lineup.
Mid tower could use a little help.
Keeping top, and he's going to come forward on Anti-Mage. Just a few hits, and the waveform does hit him before he manages to blink out. Anti-Mage does go for the initial stat build, so he's able to blast through that burst. If he didn't, I'm not sure he would have lived just then. So not much ward vision from either teams. It looks like we do have 2 Radiant wards that spot out both runes, but apart from that, no vision. We're going to see Morphling rotate in and pick up the Invis rune, but it looks like Dire is going to try and get a bit aggressive on this bottom lane. Things coming out from the Spectre there. And Axe has a massive stack here in the jungle. I'm not sure if he wants taking it out or not. But in the meantime, the Dire are getting very aggressive on this tower. With no fortification, they're going to be able to take it down. Wisp does TP in behind though with Morphling. They go on to the Sniper. Meanwhile, Anti-Mage does blink out the back end, and I can hear a Lich ult bouncing through, but it's not going to be enough. The Adaptive Strike enough to take out the Anti-Mage on the back end. The Ancient Apparition ultimate coming in a little bit late there, but they are able to save the tower, and it is actually in deny range if they want to go off and kill it. If people weren't sure of that, it's actually 10% of the tower's health, so in this case, it's 130 damage that you can start denying that tower at. You can see Spectre with 3.4k, so it looks like she's going for the Radiance build. Not not too far off that relic
Guess
now.
what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
We can see the T2 of the die being pushed. They do have Fortify if they choose to defend this. But against the Morphling, they're going to have to rotate in at least 4 heroes to kind of push this away. Doctor comes in with such low health, just one adaptive strike, one auto attack may be enough. Lich comes in and is using, and meanwhile Axe
bottom tower's getting the business.
We're not going to see a blink forward from Anti-Mage, and in fact Morphling TP's back to base. He has picked up that Manta style, so we're going to have the 3... What am I trying to say? 3 Morphling bashing on you in the next fight. Spectre picking up that Sacred Relic and the double damage rune, so she's hitting very hard right now. Unfortunately, the ultimate is off cooldown. Choosing to max Desolate before Dispersion, so going really, really aggressive in the build. Necrolite, maxing that Heartstopper over Sadist. I do like to get Heartstopper maybe up to level 2 before I start leveling up
6
Sadist.
in a row.
And Morphling kills off the Lich in mid lane. This Morphling and Wisp combo is absolutely wrecking the Dire side at the moment. If you look at the XP, it's now 4k in favor of the Radiant and 5k gold. So we're starting to see a big swing up. Meanwhile, Witch Doctor does the ward bottom. Actually, no, the old Radiant ward was there, so I'm spotting that up. But Wisp puts a ward up and it's instantly dewarded, only up for 8 seconds. So that's an unfortunate use of 100 gold from the Wisp there. He does place it on that on the turtle hill, as I like to call it, because if you take a look, I think the ward's blocking him at the moment, but there's, oh no, it doesn't look like he's there. There's usually a little turtle that runs around on that hill. Wisp picking up a vitality booster as well, so the overcharge does work off an HP mana drain kind of level, so it is quite dangerous for him. And they've spotted out the sniper taking the stack. Morphling is going to miss his waveform, and is he going to be able to stop Sniper? Yes, he manages to adapt to strike. And meanwhile, Wisp taking out the Axe. Ooh, Lich about to cast ultimate, but he gets interrupted by the waveform, and that's a triple kill for the Morphling. This Morphling Wisp combo just doing so much work for the Radiant. And the dust coming out from the Morphling as well, so he's going to be able to counteract the Shadow Blade.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
Who hasn't even finished it off yet. He's still, you know, oh, how much is that? Trying to do the math in my head, and it's failing me. 600 gold off.
Radiant structures like
We're already up to 2.5k up on the Morphling. I'd like to see him pick up that Eagle Song and go for a
Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulty. Them Dire buildings are tough as nails for now.
About 700 off Radiance. 650 to
Dire's
be exact.
mid tower won't last much longer.
Drums from Ancient Apparition. Witch Doctor has to be careful here. Throws out the stun early on to try and take down the creep wave as the form of anti-push. But this mid tower is going to be going down. Oh, the deny attempt coming out from the Witch Doctor and Sniper, but Morphling manages to get the hit in between. So a good little tower kill, almost a decent denial there. Meanwhile, this anti-mage is pretty much free farming top lane. Unfortunately, with the deaths, he's not hitting that high in net worth. If we switch it over, we see the Morphling well ahead.
About that bottom tower.
10k net worth being followed by the Spectre on their team. So this carry-heavy lineup from the Dire not working out for them with both of their heroes actually able to. And Witch Doctor goes up the hill and just melts instantly to the auto attack and waveform damage from Morphling. This is why I'd really like to see him pick up an Ethereal Blade. Just one Ethereal Blade shot and a waveform.
About that bottom tower.
Most of these heroes from the Dire side are going to die instantly. Spectre looks like he's flying out the Radiant
top tower's been disowned.
He is, and it looks like a mechanism and is coming out as well for the Necrolite. Looking to get aggressive on this anti-mage, the waveform up onto the high ground. He's going to be able to blink away. The Ancient Apparition ultimate way off at that point. This ward does spot out Axe, so they do know that he's there. And the Radiance is on.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
320 gold as well. And Sniper's going to go for a kill on Spectre, but he's taking quite a lot of damage from the Radiance burn.
Dire's top tower
doesn't realize in time, but manages to haunt and use the illusion to run away to the top. But is he going to be taken down by Anti-Mage instead? No. Wisp TPs them out. Amazing play from the Wisp there. able to spot out the Spectre who had TP'd away from the sniper into the anti-mage and axe, and be able to pick him up right before his ultimate TPs him back out. Excellent situational awareness from the Wisp there, a great play.
Guess what's
happening? Sniper coming down again, and he's going to be able to kill off Necrolite here very easily. Just auto-attack damage. Oh no, the ultimate comes out. He's in trouble now. Oh, and the sniper gets away with 30 health.
Don't go off half-cocked.
Oh, that was a lot closer than I thought it would be after the mech was popped off and the ultimate was thrown out. The morphling just manning up to an axe and winning. He's now frantically trying to morph strength. Popping off the one charges, takes a few hits from the ultimate, and all the while Maledict goes off, and a Mana Void is enough to finally kill off that morphling. And now this Ancient Apparition is in a world of trouble. No mana, no TP on no mana to be used with, and that's a double kill for the anti-mage. Looks like Lich might be trying to build up his own mechanism. Yeah, he is making the headdress now. I would assume that's not a pipe. An anti-mage leapfrogging Spectre now after, even though Spectre had some decent play there, the double kill being picked up the anti-mage, with one of them being on a beyond godlike morphling. A lot of money going his way. The Dire Ward does spot out their movement into Dire, a lot of pings coming out, but it looks like instead they're going to go for the sniper. Of course, morphling, oh, he doesn't have the dust anymore, so it looks like he's just going to go for this T2 tower. They fortify that? No, it looks like backdoor protection just kicked in. Will they be able to take it down with these solutions? No, denied by Lich. Big plays coming out. Necrolite really needs to kill off a creeper, or he's going to eat a lot of damage from that battle hunger. Lich just gets too close and is taken down by the morphling. Spectre, meanwhile, using the ultimate, might be TPing in. They spot out the sniper with that ultimate, and he does TP top. The sniper being able to Shadow Blade and hide away. Looks like he's going to be TPing back into base.
Thank you.
And a Rod of Atos picked up by the Wisp, so that's a lot of cripple damage coming out. Meanwhile, Anti-Mage is split pushing, trying to add some damage onto that tower. And with the Wisp being tanky, quite tanky at the moment, Battle Hunger isn't going to be doing too much damage to him. But it is delivered. It is thrown out on the Necrolite. A couple more auto attacks and he'll actually go down to that. Sniper getting aggressive again, but the Radiant's been doing so much, he's going to pop out with 3/4 health if he can even get into a good position. And he comes out of Invis in the middle of 4 heroes. I don't know what Sniper was trying to do there. Maybe he just panicked a bit with the Radiance burn with his Shadow Blade about to run out, but an unnecessary death there. Spectre picking up the Yasha, so it looks like he'll be building into Manta, and the dust on Ancient Apparition. So Anti-Mage now has his Yasha and Ultimate Orb almost at the Manta, about 700 gold off. Or does he have it already? He already had the Courier. And the Ethereal is picked up by Morphling, I believe. Let me find it. There we go. Ooh, but he picks the wrong target. He goes for Anti-Mage, who of course has that 42% magic resistant shield. So the Anti-Mage actually being able to take out the Morphling, who of course would have morphed all to agility there to take use of that Ethereal Blade. The Witch Doctor just noting the Rod of Atos up on the Wisp. After he died to what I would suspect was a not really thinking that he would get crippled for, I think it's a 60% slow on that. Yeah, a 60% slow, and it just has a massive range as well. I believe it's like 1,200 range on it, so we're talking about a cast range of out to about there for a 60% slow. It's quite an insane initiation range. Especially when you're tethered up to a hero that gets bonus movement speed from you being there. So we can see a bit of push coming up from the Radiant with a couple of deaths on Morphling going to the Anti-Mage. The gold does dip slightly down, but with these farm supports they're sitting at about 11k XP ahead and around 13k gold. Sniper not really having that much farm, so I really have to give the advantage to the Radiant with a farmed up Morphling and Spectre. Wisp has 2 targets that he can tether to. But Anti-Mage coming out with the split push. If they die in in an odd kind of circumstance, like that morphling going down to the solo kill.
Towers
And we see the shotgun morph come out, ethereal blade waveform, adaptive strike just melts the Witch Doctor. We can see this as I was saying before, Manta Anti-Mage can really melt towers, especially with that extra damage from the Battle Fury. Looks like Spectre's trying to pressure this bottom lane. Bottom lane going down. They're going to start off on this T2 attack, and the Ancient Apparition ult coming through and hitting on the Axe. Axe tries to hunger up Wisp, but he's just going to be taken out by the Morphling. Morphling does use his Manta and Ethereal Blade, but taking extra damage there. The Lich ultimate comes out and bounces on 2 heroes, and they actually turn this around. It's a 3-for-1 trade for the Radiant, able to keep their base together very, very well. Meanwhile, the Dire do take that Radiant T2 tower at the top. And it looks like Spectre's going to go down as well, staying too long in that lane. We can see this reflecting the experience, taking a big drop after these kills, almost down to 8k. And it looks like they're going to try and go for Roshan. Anti-Mage up at 3k gold, probably saving for buyback. Not too much reliable gold, it's not above his buyback gold, so he does have to be careful if he gets caught out. Obviously 3k gold more than enough to lose death gold and then still buy back. You can see Roshan really taking him down a lot with those bashes. He has no source of lifesteal from any of the heroes. A bit of regen coming out from the Witch Doctor, but I think with this kind of build, he either needs to get a hard up straight away, so maybe after he gets the Aegis, he'll buy up that Reaver shop, or he needs to go into something like a Vladimir's Offering, which is a pretty decent pickup. He does already have the damage to kind of trade off for that. I believe it's a 15% damage increase. And Morphling kills off Axe in the middle lane. Looks like the Ethereal Blade combo was used. And with over 200 agility coming out, that's a big nuke. 2 times plus 75 with the waveform and adaptive strike on top. It's a lot of damage coming out. Not quite morphing everything into agility. I don't know why he would keep it at sort of 13. Maybe it's just a number that he's come up with after the 2 fights that he's lost to Anti-Mage to maybe regen a bit quicker. Of course, Morphling and Anti-Mage sort of naturally countering each other. The Morphling really does rely on that mana and engaged fights to quickly morph back to strength after engaging and using the Ethereal Blade combo. But he is able to replicate the Anti-Mage, so if he does get into a fight, if he can replicate AM, then a bit more chance of picking him off. What's the Frost Armor coming out for Anti-Mage from the Lich as well? So a little bit of extra armor for him if he needed any more with all the agility he has. And you can see Morphling just from the base stats sitting at 29 armor. They're just going to go uphill and start hitting on this Rax with no Fortify for the Dire. They should really just ignore the heroes and go straight to the Rax. Anti-Mage not in a position and then pressure another lane. So it looks like the Dire are going to pick up an easy Rax with no combo. And you do see the Replicate Anti-Mage coming down doing so much damage. The Aegis already spent. Morphling taking out the supports on the backline. See the Manta go up and so much damage is coming out of the Anti-Mage. This game is pulled out by the Witch Doctor. After that death, it looks like they're just going to go on the middle tower and morphing all to agility for Morphling now. In the back, Anti-Mage manning up to the Spectre with the dispersion and the Radiance. I'm pretty sure that he's going to be able to take him out. There we go, that's the problem. 3 tanky cores, the Necrolite, Morphling, and the Spectre. And apparently Necrolite is going for an 8 as well. Morphling going on the backline, turns around and kills off Anti-Mage, taking a lot of damage from the... It's going to be a double knockout there, and the Sniper is going to clean up on the backline. And this is going to be the death of the Necrolite as well. He's not going to be able to get away from that at all. big stack, not even able to finish off his blade mail at the end of the game. No, I speak too soon. We see the sniper with a Mask of Madness pickup, probably just out of desperation, hoping to be in that, being in the back lines there, and picks up a Skull Basher recipe. So, going for that kind of machine gun sniper build. Basher does only have a 10% chance to proc on range heroes, but with the attack speed coming out from sniper, it's pretty good. I don't think there are too many viewers at the moment, to be honest with you. Let's take a look. Yeah, only one according to what I can see.
Gasket!
And Witch Doctor with the drums of boots. Not much going on there. Sniper's gonna find the Necrolite. Hit the ultimate in from Wisp and the ultimate from AA hitting. Is he gonna take too much damage from this in Shatter? I don't think he will. No, he's just gonna live. Morphling. No item progression yet, but he does have that Mantis style, and he has 4.5k gold. I wonder what he'll pick up. Maybe if he'll go for a butterfly, or possibly even something like a satanic. Sometimes picked up, getting that 175% lifesteal. Sniper does have that Skull Basher up. Spectre sitting at 2k gold as well. Maybe just go for a bit of tank, start building up a heart. The game is pretty much over. We've got actually 6k XP at the end of the Radiant, and taking a lot of damage, not being able to pop off the blade mail until the majority of the damage had already been done. This is going to be an extremely easy top rack to the Radiant. Anti-Mage TPing back after being near the enemy sneaking for a while. That is Mega Creep, so the game will be ending probably in about 20 seconds, maybe less. Oh, and the Mana Void thrown out on the Spectre Replicate Illusion. Noticing, obviously, those replicates taking 100% damage, not realizing that it was just an illusion, so Anti-Mage is down. Morphling, Manta's in, trying to really man up, kills him off, but is he going to go down to this Anti-Mage? He blinks forward, but he gets trapped. He goes to the Anti-Mage stun. Morphling does go down to the some frenetic fountain diving at the end. And there we go. That is good game, well played. And that's a good game, a little bit of fun coming out. And look at that Morphling, 27-6-3, just absolutely tearing apart these low health supports. Sniper, Lich, and Witch Doctor just going down. Anti-Mage's Mana Shield doing some good work for him, but not enough power in the end. The Radiant win it quite easily with a final XP lead of a bit over 10k, but the gold, the really telling factor of this match, with 25k in the way of the Radiant. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you come back later. The VODs will of course be uploaded to youtube.com/Spectre.